From childhood's hour, I have not been as others were. I have not seen as others saw. I could not bring my passions from a common spring. From the same source I have not taken my sorrow. I could not awaken my heart to joy at the same tone. In all I loved alone. Autistic people experience social isolation. They may feel like non-autistic people are unwelcoming or don't want to interact with them. They may prefer to be on their own and enjoy their own company. They may want to engage with others but lack the confidence or the skills to do so. They may find it difficult to maintain contacts due to a lack of understanding of small talk and other conventions of social behavior. They may be trying to avoid repeating a past negative experience in a social situation, such as bullying. They may need a higher level of support for activities than their family, friends, and/or caregivers are able to provide. They may live independently without family, support workers, or a social network. They may not be aware of suitable activities in their local area.
I'm Tyler. I'm 32 and I have autism.
I'm Gage Ferris. I am 35, about to be 36, and I have autism.
My name is John De Silva. I'm 29 years old and I have autism.
Autism is a common developmental condition affecting approximately 1 in 44 children in the United States. Far more boys are diagnosed with autism than girls. 3.7% of boys versus 0.9% of girls. Feelings of loneliness and isolation affect people of all ages and walks of life. For people with autism, the effect of loneliness is compounded because autistic people don't normally know how to voice their feelings or how to relate to non-autistic counterparts. They just feel.
Living with autism, it's part of me, it's part of who I am, and it's been something that has definitely made me different than a lot of people around me. Society hasn't always been, super understanding and welcoming to different people, but things have gotten better over time, more understanding. It was rough at the first, but I found my niche, I found my place.
It definitely has some division, I guess that's the better word for it. It does create some kind of boundary, but otherwise I imagine myself being any more different from those who are neurotypical.
Living with autism is pretty much of a challenging thing in life, I had it when I was 3 years old, and I went through some ups and downs since my school years, and now I have managed to pull it through together, and that's what living with autism is about.
Society has come a long way in the understanding of autism spectrum disorders, but far more research is still needed.
So friendships and relationships have always been very important to me, and I've always sought them. And when I was younger, it was hard to form proper relationships and friendships. It took me a while to find my people, but I have several different friend groups now that I really connect with in my adult life. And they've been really good to me, and they have supported me a ton. I didn't really have friends before later high school though, and it was a little bit rougher.
Friendships. They are something to cherish. There are a lot of acquaintances in life that I have had that come and go, but the ones who really stick to you, the ones who end up staying with you, those are the kind of friends that you never want to let go of.
Sometimes in friendships I don't get many friends as I can. I have difficulties in building friendship and relationships as I can think of.
I did have a little bit issue of being alone when I was younger. It was rough. Not everybody understands. At best, I was able to hang out with a few of the outcasts here and there in school. There wasn't big enough to have like a full group or a clique. It was rough, but eventually I found my place. I found my people. I found enough weirdos to hang around and to have my place, especially late high school and transitioning into college. And since then, I've just collected so many different friends who really get me.
It's sad, I can imagine. I definitely would have been very sad if I had been truly alone. I could imagine the isolation would have not been very good for me.
In my past life, I didn't make much friends, and every time I sit by myself just wondering when someone would come up to me, nobody hasn't been able to reach out to me and talk with me. I get kind of lonely when I don't have anyone else to speak with me. Mostly on the internet, when I talk to somebody on one of these websites, I don't get answers from them. They think that I'm never there online, and they think that I'm just a person with no reality in life.
People with autism are wonderfully pure human beings that have a lot to offer in a friendship. Despite their needs, they add beauty, truth, and a unique take on the world around them. The question is, how can you befriend a person with autism?
I like making friends. I have a lot of friends right now I'm really happy with. I don't really have a number on it. I like where I'm in, I am, but I also like however many friends end up coming my way.
I think I have gotten a lot of friends, actually. I would love to be as friendly to others as I can be.
I would like to have many friends as much as possible. The thing about making friendships is that I really like to hang out with one of my friends and spend time together and talk with each other, tell each other stories about our previous lives, what we like to do, interact with one another, and begin our routine lives.
As in the train station, people come and go. Some stay a little longer, others not long at all. In the grand scheme of things, the train station is taken for granted because it's just there. People don't pay attention to it. It's as if it doesn't exist. Not so with our friends in the spectrum. They are always there, and they have a role to play in life, in our lives.
We do exist.
We do exist.
We do exist.